Tak, zrobimy pokroczyłem Zone Zero. Przesyłam tam stronę trochę. Jako inaczej, nie zamienię. Wymyśliła chyba... No... A, nema si pisko, někde minujeme, tuhle pisko a ta Alice.
Have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first. Let's start by piecing together what we know so far. First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window? Could the shadow have just been your eyes playing tricks on you? It was pretty dark last night after all. Huh? You're joking, right? It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. The cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window. Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate. But let's just assume for a moment that it was. Then, what do you think made it fall to the ground? It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up. But that little thing couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot. Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton? There's no doubt. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in glow-in-the-dark paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes. There's no paint on the drain pipe, so the little creature most likely hitched a ride on the cargo. It was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later on, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. Belle, since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this. Look over here. The footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
No, to bude
Let's follow them and check it out.
Se vystrašilo.
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
The footprints stop here. Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM. Here is a proverb. A cornered rabbit will bite.
Barry, you're not helping.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone? Huh? There it is! Hey! There! It ran into that stone! So you were behind yesterday's pranks! The real culprit.
Manitou?
What? Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming! What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all.
Já jsem si myslel, že to dáno.
Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki? His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh. What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases. Excuse me for being presumptuous.
Co je dobrý, jak se u nich rozstřílejí, tak rychle ty emoce.
Wait a minute. We came here to confront them. Yet somehow, it feels like Alice just got completely shut down.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount. All right. Thank you very much. No, wait. We're not here to shop. Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other. And yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor. Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Minato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Excuse me, can I say something? Porcelumix brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the inspection team, none dared to defy Porcelumix. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target? I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training, Belle, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look. Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
I really appreciate you saying that.
But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night?
No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance.
Minato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it my imagination? Or did I suddenly
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow. Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Minato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
What were you all talking about?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumix has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow, items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Exactly. The obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
Where did you find this shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloam Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Minato. We're heading to Siloam Bay. If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumix and give them a real scandal to deal with.
Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that?
It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumix. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
Of course not. But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family,
dare stoop to something so dishonorable. Belle, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commissions.
You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I come with you to Siloom Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading in.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door.
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Belle away. Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Monato, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Oh.
Ja, coś tam, coś tam.
But I heard the repairs were already finished.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry, I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Then, is there another way to get to Siloon Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What a shame. I heard Siloon Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the Hollow, and since Porcelumex has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the Hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No. That's not what I meant.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Siloon Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Siloon Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the Hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porcelumex. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
So we can't go to Siloon Bay right now? Then what should we do?
Yeah, right. All those lies like there aren't any other routes only work on outsiders. Poor Salumex can't fool us.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
Whoa, don't take it so literally. I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porcelumex is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Siloon Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Belle. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
I wonder how things are going with Monato and Yuzuha. Let's go check.
Tak, właśnie była.
We just have to follow this track to get to Siloon Bay. Watch out! There's security mechs patrolling up ahead.
We've got enemies.
Don't go too hard, Monato, or people will notice.
Can we implant the mech with memories of accidentally falling or something? All done. Let's go.
Hold on. Come with me for a sec. Oh, it's you.
Alice, don't be scared. It's us.
Belle, it's you. You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that. So what are you doing here?
Mizukinami? Mr. Komano? I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything?
In case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
You're worried Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Alice, are you really sure it's okay for you to join us?
Thank you, Belle. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also, while what Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choice.
Alrighty, but you heard our plan. After investigating Siloon Bay, well,
That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow Scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood.
alright then. I've got no objections. What about you, Minato?
Welcome aboard. A patrol mech is approaching. Careful.
Alright, let's see what you've got.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
You're a real chatterbox, but you handle yourself well in a fight.
Oh, I appreciate it.
If you're not sure how to respond to Yuzaha, just don't. She won't get mad. Belle, you can give it a try too.
Wait.
To bude lepší. To mám dát. To zatím nehry tam. Příběhu.
Second assistant, you have successfully entered the Marcel maze.
Belle was always the one jumping around with Eos before. Eos's tiny legs can jump that high?
Master has expressed a similar assessment.
To vždycky připomene jednou taky to. Hej, vedle. Taky jsem si max. obejrzał. I wodę mamy. Nie wiem, czy to jest ale to trzyma go gdzieś. Nie chcę tam jakiegoś nic. To nie było faktycznie przyjął, to ma być tak to. Że tam to już tyle przyjdzie, to właśnie to straty. To już nic nie będzie. A, czasem się nie paniskie, tak samo to... Czasem to proszę i to do co stało.
Nailed it.
O, to jest tam, korytarz
Keep it up, guys. Once we get past here, it'll be smooth sailing.
How much longer until we get to Siloam Bay?
We're almost there. We cross 2 bridges, follow a short path, and we'll reach the elevator.
Let's go! And then we're there?
And then we'll be a third of the way there.
Now you see why I sometimes just want to punch him. Right, Val?
Yeah! Yeah! Focus on the target.
Well done. Everyone, let's move.
Ładuje. Pojamy te przedmioty, to nie są Wypływamy wodę. To będzie nam przychodzi. Lepszy stół. Ten stół trzeba uzyskać. Fajnie wcześniejszego, nie?
Yuzuha, here to pick up materials for Uncle Balrog again? Seems like you've been the one picking things up these days.
My dad's been having some back pain lately, so I've been running errands for him.
But if you keep skipping school, won't you get expelled?
You're one to talk. Careful, or I'll have Kama replace all your favorite Bubble Pop candy with rubber. Actually, we were supposed to be doing our Hollow internships these days. But since Lemnian Hollow's been unsafe lately, they ended up canceling everything and just marked us all as qualified.
Well, your luck's still better than ever, huh? My brother failed his Hollow internship 3 times last year. For a while, just seeing the Hollow from a distance made him nauseous. Oh, right! What kind of materials are you picking up today, Yuzuha? Check out this piece of high-grade lumite ore I've got. Ajang snatched it from a white-haired ghost woman in the Hollow just last night.
What? A white-haired ghost woman?
That's right! He was hauling cargo in the Hollow for poor Salumex, and somehow stumbled upon a huge pile of lumite ore. So he started gathering the stones one by one, and then a shaky, wobbly figure started drifting toward him from a distance. It was a ghost woman with long white hair, bird-like wings, and golden feathers. But in the blink of an eye, she vanished. And just then, Ajang suddenly felt a shiver crawl down the back of his neck. Ow! Yuzuha, why'd you flick me? Weren't you the one who said that the most important part of the porcelain business isn't selling goods, but selling stories?
That story was awful. And didn't you go around last week telling everyone you heard strange moaning sounds on the mountain paths nearby? Your story sure changed quick.
That one wasn't a lie. Mello, Dante, and I all heard it, and not just one.
What? Strange moaning sounds? On the mountain path?
Uh-huh. You said that one wasn't a lie. Which means the ghost story's mostly made up, right?
You're trying to trick me again. But seriously, Ajang really did get spooked by something all pale and ghosty last night. I'm not making that up.
All right. I'll take this piece off your hands. When my dad turns it into jewelry, I'll I'll give this story a proper rewrite, okay? I promise it'll be weird and thrilling enough. But in exchange, you've got to tell me something. Take a look at this piece. This was part of the last batch delivered to my place. Do you remember who brought it in?
That wasn't one of mine. Probably from Mello or Uncle Afang. Anyways, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna head out.
Let's go.
So, are we going to go ask them one by one now?
Yeah, let's split up and ask around. Monato and I will go find Uncle. Let's go.
Miała to trochę takiego bryli. Taki kameramentu.
Whoa, awesome! It's really fixed! Hello, little one. Can you tell us where this porcelain shard came from? No. Huh? It's important to keep your word, little one. You understand that, right?
But my mom said Porcelumex doesn't allow outsiders around here these days. So if I see any suspicious strangers, I'm not supposed to talk to them. And I've never seen you before. We're not really strangers. We're friends of Mystic Wares, the folks who often come here to collect materials.
That's right! Miss Yuzuha came here with us today. You know, the daughter of Mr. Ukinami Balrong, Mystic Wares' owner.
And you say you're not suspicious. Uncle Balrong's last name is Lee, not Ukinami. You didn't even know that Yuzuha was adopted. How am I supposed to believe anything you say? So Yuzuha was adopted. No wonder her name feels so different from Uncle Balrong's. I thought it was maybe something to do with her mother's side.
You can trust them, Mello. They really did come here with me. Yuzuha! You know where this dark piece of porcelain came from, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Dante found it. He thought this piece of porcelain must be valuable, and I said it wasn't. That's how we got into a fight. He broke my toy, and I smashed his Denny gun. Is there something wrong with this piece of porcelain, Yuzuha? Dante didn't get himself into trouble, did he? Don't worry, he's not in any trouble. This piece is actually really valuable, so we just want to ask where he found it.
That's right. No need to worry about your friend.
So Dante just got lucky, huh?
Funny how the moment you know your friend's okay, all that lingering resentment bubbles right back up. That's kids for ya! But Mello, have I ever told you? I really can't stand stingy boys.
Come on, Yuzuha. You know me. I'm the most generous boy around. All right. I'll go make up with Dante. Gotta run.
Now that we've got some more info, let's hurry and find Dante! Ukinami Balrong! I was dying trying not to laugh earlier. What a ridiculous name! Now I want to tell my dad, just to see his reaction! Miss Ukinami, I'm truly sorry. We didn't mean to pry into your personal matters. It's all right. Being adopted is just a fact of life. Besides, for someone like me who had nowhere to go, what I don't get is, couldn't a family as prestigious as the Timefield send someone else to Waifei Peninsula? Why did it have to be you?
Because there aren't many left of us in the family. My father passed away in an accident years ago, so now it's just me and my grandfather.
I see. Seems like things haven't been easy for you either. Anyway, you don't need to dwell on my background. Constantly apologizing makes you seem unsure of yourself. You're a noble lady, and you've had a great education. So, show some confidence, alright?
Yes, I will.
Alright then, let's get going.
Where is Dante's place?
It's up there, very close.
Jeszcze próbuję datę, tak to kończymy.
Miss Isolde, do you think this Denny gun can be fixed?
Of course. I used to be in the military and have repaired guns much more complicated than this. The trigger link is misaligned, that's all. I'll just take it apart and realign it for you. All right, that should do it. Hand me a Denny, Dante. I'll fire a test shot.
Here you go.
Well, it seems our four friends over there sure know how to stay quiet. Perhaps I'll have to say, the next shot will be a live round.
Turns out you already knew we were here, Miss Isolde. Since you're a military representative, I didn't expect that you would violate Porcelumex's restrictions to come here.
Taking the initiative, I see. You seem like quite the experienced negotiator, Miss Bell. But you're right. I came to Siloon Bay in secret, just like the rest of you. Now that we all have a little leverage on each other, how about I start by showing some goodwill? I actually came here to visit Dante's family. His uncle used to be my comrade in the military.
Miss Isolde isn't a bad person, Yuzuha. Don't worry. She's come to visit us every year for as long as I can remember.
Ah, I see. Then there's nothing to worry about. Sorry if we sounded a little rude earlier.
It's all right. Staying cautious is a good thing. I'll be here waiting for Dante's mother to get off work. Feel free to take care of whatever you need nearby.
What's going on? Why is there a crowd in front of her house? Yuzuha? Monato? Oh, Miss Isolde. You're here too?
It's been a while, Aitana.
Yeah, it's already been another year. I can't believe you still made it to Siloon Bay. Why haven't you invited everyone inside, Dante? Hey, what are you doing with that gun again? Didn't you promise Mommy that you wouldn't play with that anymore?
But Aya and Mello both have toys. How am I supposed to be friends with them without my Denny gun? And I don't get it. Why don't you want me to grow up and join the Defense Force, Mom? You little stinker. What did you just say? Get back!
Sorry you had to see that.
Dante said he wants to join the Defense Force someday?
Yeah, he's always asking me to tell him stories about his uncle. To him, his dad is nothing special. It's his uncle who's the real hero.
How have you all been lately?
Well, we're getting by.
Here.
Is this your money? Or compensation from the Defense Force?
Compensation from the Defense Force.
That's a lie. If the Defense Force were going to give us compensation, they would have done it ages ago. Sometimes No, not just sometimes. Ever since the fall of the old capital, I've always felt that...
That's not true, Aitana. If it weren't for Maxim and the others who fought beside him, kids like Dante wouldn't even have the freedom to run on the beach today. Of course, after the fall of the old capital, not only did the Defense Force have to cope with heavy losses, but also public criticism for failing to contain the collapse, which continues to this day. The Defense Force has neither provided proper compensation to grieving families, nor upheld the honor of the soldiers who gave their lives. To me, that's a serious failure. I'm sorry. You should have been able to live somewhere better. But there's nothing I can do.
The fact that you still remember your old comrades and come to visit me every year means a lot. I wasn't planning to bring up all this old stuff, but that little troublemaker got me all stirred up again. The past is the past. All we can do is let go of it, right? I still have Dante and his father, after all. I guess it's better to keep looking forward.
Yes, you're right. You still have so many important things in this world.
Yuzuha, sorry about that. I got caught up seeing an old friend and left you all waiting. Is there something I can help you with?
We actually came to see Dante. Just wanted to ask him about a piece of porcelain he found earlier. Nothing serious.
I see. He did go running off, but I can practically guarantee that he went to the beach. If you're not in a rush, feel free to come and sit down for a bit. He'll come back once he's calmed down.
Thanks, but we'll head down to the beach and check on him. Kids his age often have a lot more on their minds than we might think.
After hearing all that, I feel a bit different.
So, Miss Isolde used to be a soldier, and it seems like she's been through a lot.
Dante, so this is where you went.
Minato? Yuzuha? What are you doing here?
We came just to ask you about a piece of porcelain you found. Of course, we were also kind of worried about you.
If you wanted to cheer him up, Minato, then you shouldn't have mentioned the first part.
That's just how Minato is. Thanks, you guys. I know Mom is worried. What happened to my uncle still haunts her. She doesn't want to put anyone else in danger or see someone sacrifice themselves, and now I know how much Mom's been through. Miss Isolde told me that after the fall of the old capital, many military families like ours were left struggling without their main source of support, but I want to join the defense force to help make it better. Mom had to let go because she couldn't do anything about it.
I'm pretty impressed, Dante. I didn't expect you to think about all.
It really is a great dream.
Miss Isolde, what are you doing out here?
Yes, I just received a call, and someone from Porcelumex wants to meet with me. Your mom is worried about you. If you aren't really mad at her, then you should head back soon.
Yeah, I know.
Do you remember this? Where did you get it from?
Oh, that? I caught it when I was fishing from a boat 3 days ago. It was near that small reef island about 3 kilometers from shore. I was out there for a while and saw this shard drifting from the direction.
If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a shard of an obscure... I think I get why you came to Silum Bay now.
Thank you for understanding.
I've got a question. Why would an Obscura shard drift out from the hollow in the first place?
Oh, Lemnian Island is actually connected to several water systems, and there are even underground rivers. This shard probably fell into the water, but since the hollow covers such a huge area...
Let's have Fairy map out all the nearby hollow exits later, but figuring out exactly which...
There is actually a way to calculate where it came from. By the way, Dante, since your mom doesn't want you playing with a Denny gun, and it keeps breaking anyway, why don't you sell it to me? You can use the money.
I mean, sure, I guess.
It might come in handy for these older folk.
Miss Isolde?
Raise the gun and fire a shot far out toward the sea, in a direction perpendicular to the shoreline.
Look! The toy Denny you fired is floating on the water!
Start timing it now. After but due to the combined... Let me check today's haul. The toy Denny has about the same density as the Obscura shard. So once we measure where and when...
Wow. I don't... It's probably thanks to Yuzuha. She's a... Maybe that piece of porcelain...
What's up, Monato? What's with the,
No, it's nothing.
No way! You definitely have something on your mind.
It's nothing, really. I just suddenly remembered your last name.
Miss Ukinami's last name? Oh, right. He said it'd sound way too weird if I were named Lee Yuzuha. He wouldn't be able to forgive himself for giving a kid such a ridiculous name. So he gave me a name based on my own story, and Mr. Lee sounds like quite the interesting person.
So, Ukinami is a surname based...
That's right. I see. So, no. Didn't you know? There's actually a dragon palace inside every day. I lived happily. I decided to leave with him on a whim. That kind of sounds like a Lemnian Hollow version of some... Oh, come on. Just because you've heard me tell, still, it is kind of amazing.
Phew. We finally met. I've nearly forgotten.
Thank you for your insights, Mrs. Zold.
No need to thank me. All right, everyone. I'll be heading off now. Make sure to take care of yourselves.
All right. Since we've picked...
Great idea. There's still some... Miss Yuzuha, are you going into the hollow?
Takže potom tam boj to ukončíme.
There it is! The higher we go up the mountain...
Sorry. The ferry can roughly estimate the direct bell. We've cleared out quite a bit of miasma.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
This place is some distance from the industrial port where...
According to the records, they're due to its advanced facilities.
What if the lab was never actually shut down? And it was instead turned into an illegal porcelain production...
Sounds like something porcelain...
Ja to myślisz to się nam tu kulenko.
Let's move then.
Yeah.
Please be aware of ether activity units.
We've been walking forever. We should have run into some enemies by now.
You actually sound kind of excited about it, Monato.
I mean, when you're fighting these guys, you don't have to hold back. It's super relaxing, right?
We should be able to sniff out some clues around here with our technique.
tracks lead right up to here.
Jako to jsou trochu kompletní. Potom dáme část příběhovou.
Let's look around and see if there are any other tracks.
Curious tracks.
Huh?
Tak já děkuji, že jste se dívali, dejte prosím like, odběr a můžete hodit i nějaký koment. A budu se těšit na vás zase příště. Děkuju a mějte se fajn.